whatever. Okay, ready? KC Security, not just Sault Ste. Marie from Wawa to Sudbury. It's KC Security.
Yay! Good
Hi,
one.
Michelle.
Hi, honey.
Welcome to Mornings with Luann and welcome to Mornings with Michelle and Tim.
There you go.
Lulu's in Cuba.
Lucky her.
I know, but lucky me to have you here today, Michelle.
Thank you.
Oh no, I can't do that.
No, you can't.
Okay, Michelle pointed out that when she co-hosted the show the last time, every time I got excited or I had a point to make, I would hit her or nudge her.
Hey!
I know.
Hey!
And I watched the show back, and seriously, you could have charged me with assault and battery.
I'm good. I'm glad that you had a
So
good
now
laugh.
I was going to sit on my left hand for the whole show, and I won't hit you.
Let me hit you today.
Yes, you know what? That's fine with me.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I love that Michelle comes on the show and she gets excited about stuff like Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yay! I
So
love Valentine's Day.
do you really?
I do.
Sue Ryan Mackey was on the show yesterday co-hosting with me. I think you said you saw it.
I did.
And she's not a fan of Valentine's Day because she's single. And it kind of, you know, when you're a single person and it's Valentine's Day, it's kind of like salt in the wound sometimes if you take it to heart.
Yeah.
Now,
you go out and buy yourself something special. Love yourself.
How long are you and Rory together?
Oh my goodness. Well, he's going to hate me on this one. I believe we got married. We've been together since 2000.
I believe we got married.
Well, we exchanged vows, so there's no God, no government.
Okay.
We exchanged vows on a beach in Sarnia.
Nice.
And we've been together since 2008, but we married, vows from the heart.
2008.
That was when we got together and started dating.
So is that 12 years?
It's something like that.
That's the same as Keith and me.
Together, but we've been vows from the heart since I think 2016.
Oh, we didn't do vows from the heart.
We did.
He just does. Never mind. It rhymes with heart and it comes.
Oh my gosh.
That's fine. Anyway, I don't marry.
So we have a thing in our household that whether it's Christmas, Valentine's Day, or your birthday, you get 2 cards. 2 cards. One that has to be funny or sexy, and the other one has to be very heartfelt from the heart.
Oh, that's nice.
So you always get 2 cards.
Wow, they keep the card people in business.
We do. I've kept them all.
Do you have tips for Valentine's Day? Or
Yeah, it's not tips.
What is it?
I was Googling this morning. I like to Google. Mm-hmm. And I was Googling some gift ideas for because you get bored with the same old stuff. So what about
gift ideas?
Yes, or things to do for couples.
Might they? Oh, okay.
Okay, so your standard's always flowers and chocolates and jewelry.
Right.
Which is great. There's some great places to get all those things.
And there's nothing wrong with
wrong with a little bit of bling bling.
Okay.
But you could do some fun things. Like I Googled, you could do like a retro night out.
Like you dress up like you're another era?
Yeah, just kind of go out. No matter where you're going, you're going to have fun, right?
You're going to pretend that it's 1970 again.
And we've got so much to do.
If I pretend it's 1970, Keith wasn't born yet and I'm out by myself.
That's okay. So we could also do something like plan an adventure outside. We've got lots of outdoor things that you can do.
That's fun. I like that
And you could always like bring the backpack and sit there and have some nice hot chocolate with some
that reminds
something
me.
in it.
I should talk about this. That reminds me. A night outside. They're doing a Valentine's night skate.
See?
Down
there
at
you
Clark
go.
Park at our skating trail.
There you go.
And it's a whole event. You should check that out.
Wow.
With the city. It's a Valentine's night skate thing. And I think there's stuff going on.
You could do some local beer tasting or wine tasting. We've got some nice little places that do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or even scotch sampling.
Yes, that's true too.
Yeah. You can get flights of things, try different things. Yeah.
You could actually do a class together, maybe a painting class or an art class or something.
That's fun and romantic too. You're good.
I'm thinking, man. Glam night out. Really get dressed, and do something really, really special. And,
get all dressed up and go to McDonald's.
Or you could go away and do a retreat, like a spa thing.
A spa thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. Relive your first date. What do you think of that? Relive it. So what? Okay, I don't even want to know what your first date was with Keith.
No, we're not going there.
There you go.
I can't bend like that anymore.
Or you could do. Or you could do an in-spa treatment to each other, like do massages and do things in your house. We own a massage table.
Keith,
okay, no, that's not.
You won't. No.
No, he doesn't do that?
Massages?
Okay.
You can't touch his body. He's like, no, I don't like it. Don't rub my back.
And my favorite.
You couldn't do.
Okay, here we go.
Carry on.
There you go. So my favorite would be what Roy and I like to do is we do dancing. We dance in the house all the time. We clear the floor.
You host when Michelle and Rory host a party. The living room furniture is like up against the wall, like
it's
the
gone.
whole living room becomes a dance floor for your parties. You love to dance.
We love to dance. So there are nights when it's just him and I, and we've got some really, really cool soulful music, and we've got some really, really nice rum or tequila that we're just sipping and having some water on the side and dancing the night away, and just nibbles on the table. So you can
I wonder how many people are watching right now going, we've never done anything like that, right? Because that is so romantic.
We do that a lot.
That's the secret to a happy relationship. It is
fun. It is a lot of fun.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be performing on Valentine's Day. I won't even be in town. I'll be in Sudbury performing as a dead person. So
a dead person. Which one, Joan? You said Joan Rivers? Yes.
Joan, yeah. But
I'm going to tell you, I still think that you should be doing, because you could get so many laughs out of this.
Guess what?
Ivana Trump. Ivana Trump. Because she could complain about her ex-husband, the Trump, she could complain. And I think that you could be an amazing Ivana Trump.
Thank you.
Yes.
She's monstrous looking now, so thank you.
Sorry.
Michelle, it's Lost Penny Day. Remember pennies? All pennies are lost now.
Are they?
It's a national day. It's called Lost Penny Day.
Lost Pennies Day.
Remember pennies?
And then you put them in your shoe for good luck.
Okay, so let's talk about things that we've lost since pennies are gone. Penny loafers. You don't have pennies to put in your loafers anymore.
Yeah. And they had that little spot in the front, right?
Yeah, penny loafers. It was like you put a penny in there. Penny candies.
Now they're 10-cent candies.
Remember that? So there's no such thing as penny candies anymore.
No.
Wishing wells. Remember how you used to toss pennies into
Toonies and loonies now.
Seriously.
I know, because you really want your wish to come true.
What do you say for a penny for your thoughts?
Oh, you can't say that anymore? No.
What about find a penny, pick it up?
Find a penny.
No one's ever going to have good luck anymore because you can't find pennies. Find a penny, pick it up all day long, put it on your luck.
Yeah. Luck.
Yeah. However...
What?
And it also has, it's affected people who do money drives. Like, remember St. Mary's College used to do the pennies from heaven.
Yes.
That's called Heaven Sent, but they're still raising, they just raised like...
What about those UNICEF boxes?
$19,000. Jacob, was it $19,000 this one year? Yeah. For Heaven Sent from St. Mary's College. But,
wow.
And I want to remind people, we just had Easter Seals and TD Canada Trust on the show this week to talk about Change for Change. Similar idea.
Yeah.
They roll coins and they're doing it through all the schools. So if you've got, no more pennies, but you can still, make a difference with change.
Oh, that sucks.
You're excited about what's going on TV tonight, aren't you?
I am. Because tonight is the season premiere. Get this, guys. Season premiere. Season 40 of Survivor.
How could it be 40 seasons? Because they do 2 a year?
Yes. Winners at War. I'm telling you, out of the 40 seasons that they've had, they've picked the top 20 winners, and some of my favorites are coming back. It's going to be quite exciting. It's going to be in Fiji. And
whoa.
Yes, it is. So you're going to see, and they're going to all go for that $2 million prize at the end.
Is that
Not
how
1
much
million.
they win?
$2 million, honey. 2.
There's all the faces of the people going to be on.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for doing that.
Are you excited about these people? You know them?
Oh, Sandra is one of my favorites.
She knows them.
Sandra, she's a 2-time winner.
Yeah.
Boston Rob and Amber, they got married. They got together on the show and they got married. She won, he didn't, but he came back and won a different
I think Boston Rob was also on another show.
Yes, he was Sandra and him. And then he did The Amazing Race with his wife too as well.
That's what I saw them. I saw them on The Amazing Race.
Do you know who's coming back?
No.
Richard Hatch. The first season winner.
The naked guy?
The naked guy. And one of my favorites is John Cochran.
He's 20 years older now.
Oh my gosh.
Richard Hatch.
I know.
Who's John Cochran?
John Cochran is a very weird guy, but he was just this dorky guy that he really he was a winner in my books. I loved him. And he won.
See, I've never watched it.
But just watch the
She's like, yeah, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. What?
Hi. Oh.
What?
Okay.
No, you're okay.
No, I think that's it.
I'm watching, you know what I'll be watching tonight? The Masked Singer. It's back. You never watched that show.
No.
That's okay. I don't watch your show either. As long as you're watching our show, that's all that matters. On today's show, I've got guests from the HIV and AIDS Resource Program, HARP. There's a fundraiser going on. It's a drag show called The Scarlett Affair, just in time, just after Valentine's Day. You can celebrate Valentine's a little later. So Galen Cole is here to talk about that, along with Luke. And also, it's World Agriculture Day. So on the show, I've got, there's an initiative going on called the Banking on Food. And I believe Elizabeth McMillan's going to be joining us to talk about that, to celebrate World Agriculture Day.
Cool.
Yes, thank you very much. And plus, Megan Pounder is here with the news today. She's our news anchor. So all that and more on Mornings with Michelle and Tim.
Lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Angelo, it's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother. Listen, you bring 10 gallons of flat eggshell or white paint.
This past year, we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
This is ONNtv.
Welcome back to Wellness Wednesdays on Mornings with Luann and Tim without Luann. So the focus of this interview is going to be on raising money for HIV and AIDS Resource Program at the Group Health Center, otherwise known as HARP. They do amazing work in our community. They offer support to not just people who are living with HIV and AIDS, but also to family members. They do counseling. They do referrals. They're a great organization, great group of people. And so you guys this is your third year raising money. Hi, Luke.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Galen, always a pleasure to see you. Galen Coleman from Amore for Your Pleasure. And Luke, are you performing in the show?
I am performing in the show, yes.
So maybe people are looking going, I don't understand. Because you think only of drag queens, perhaps, like me when I do Joan Rivers, but there's a thing called a drag king. Ta-da! And that'd be Luke. You're very shiny. I like your beard.
I try and be shiny. I like some sparkle.
So how many performers can we expect to see in the show? I'm assuming we all are going to see Paris Gore.
Of course, you're going to see Paris Gore.
Paris Gore, for those of you who don't know, is rather an iconic drag queen in Sault Ste. Marie. She has formed the House of Gore, which is like, in drag society, there's usually somebody who's I hate to say this because I don't want Paris to think I'm calling her old.
There's drag years and normal years.
There's drag years and normal years. So someone who has sort of more drag years oftentimes will mentor a younger queen and teach them things like how to perform, how to dress, how to do makeup, how to do hair, where to get your stuff, how to pick numbers, all that kind of stuff. Take them under their wing. Those younger performers are called the drag babies, and the drag mothers.
Yes.
So you have a drag family. So Paris has formed the House of Gore with a lot of different
There's a
lot
fair
of different
amount of us now.
personalities
Yeah.
who've come under the wing, under the umbrella of Paris Gore.
Yeah.
So how many can we expect to see in the show? Do you know?
There's quite a few of us. We've got Paris, Gemini, who...
Gemini is like...
You've seen Gem last year. Gem was
and that's
there.
really like Paris's drag daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
There's myself.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got It's Just Crystal from Sault, Michigan.
Yes, one of our friends from over in Sault, Michigan.
Yes.
I love the fact that the folks from the community over in Sault, Michigan come over and perform
It's
with us and
nice.
help us raise money for our causes
Yes,
too.
yes.
Yeah.
We work together really well.
You do.
We've got Titus Androgynous, who is... Titus is my co-king of Halloween this year.
Yes?
Yes.
Is that why you have the
That's
crown?
why I have the pretty crown, yeah.
That's a fantastic crown.
Yeah.
The co-king of Halloween.
Yes, we won Drag Me to Hell
By
this
the way,
year
that's
together.
co-king. C-O-C-I-N-G. Not co-king.
Good clarification.
We're not talking about Maury today.
No, okay. Okay.
Titus will be performing. Zephyr Shadow is another. Titus and Zephyr are both American.
I don't think I know Zephyr Shadow. Has Zephyr been here before?
Yeah, a few
okay.
times.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah, he's been here a few times. I feel like I'm missing someone.
That's all right. No, but they could.
I apologize
Well, if
if
you
I-
miss anybody, you just have to
Come
come
to the
into the show to see them.
Exactly.
Galen, what's the role that Amore for Your Pleasure plays in this whole show fundraiser?
We've always been sponsors of them, of
Okay.
course, because as you know, Moray believes in the entire community. We sponsor and support as many different sections as we can. So we always sell the tickets.
So you carry the tickets at Amore
yes.
for Your Pleasure?
Yeah, both locations have the tickets.
Can you please just remind our audience of where your locations are? If they haven't seen you on the show, I don't know where they've been.
I know, right? Thank you.
Yes.
And to whoever took my 8:45 slot, by the way.
Oh! That was you. Yeah, she's normally here. She doesn't like waking up this early.
No, thank
No,
you.
you're going to meet them in the green room. You
Oh,
can,
all right. Good thing I
they
brought
made
the
you get out of bed
double
early.
ender.
So your locations are?
331 Cora Road, so the corner of Cora and Douglas.
Yeah.
And then 149 Trunk Road. I have to think of the actual
Corner of Trunk and
address.
Lake.
Exactly, Trunk Lake. So if you buy tickets in advance, they're $10.
That's it?
That's
For all those performers?
all
Yes.
those performers. And then even at the door, they're still only 15. So if you miss buying tickets with us, which of course we sell them right up until the day of the performance,
Right.
then it's still only 15.
So you can just walk in, and you know
Yeah.
what? It's downstairs at the Canadian. It's a great venue.
It is.
They'll make room for you. And the show starts at what time?
Doors at 8, show at 9.
Okay. Doors open at 8. Show at 9. Canadian downstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Tickets are $10 at Amore for Your Pleasure.
Yep.
Anywhere else in town, or just that?
Just Amore.
That's all you need. I mean, you're both ends
Right.
of town. You can always get there. And then also at the door for 15. Okay. And Galen, door prizes?
Yep. We always have giveaways. We always have
I
something.
know you do. You have the great fun giveaways too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, are you going to be at Sexy Bingo tomorrow night?
I am not going to be able to be there myself, but yeah, we're.
But Amore for
supporting
Your
it.
Pleasure is
That's
supporting
where
Sexy
everything-
Bingo.
Oh,
That's a fun
it sure
one too. That's at
is.
Sault
Yeah.
College at 7 o'clock at the
Yeah.
Odeno. But back more about you. How did you get involved in all of this in the drag scene?
I started helping with some Pride Fest planning 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Which led me to meet Paris. Help behind the scenes with planning the first Drag Me to Hell that we had.
Drag Me to Hell.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that one. That was more of a pageant, wasn't it?
It is a pageant.
Is it still going on, Drag Me to Hell?
Yes, I won it this year.
You won Drag Me to Hell?
Yes.
That's what
You're
you
just
won.
taking all the titles.
I am. No. Tried. But I started with some planning and stuff, and just hanging around behind the scenes, helping out, and thought, you know what? A year and a half ago, I thought let's give it a try.
It looks like fun, right?
It is fun. It's amazing.
I remember one show we did. Well, I didn't do it. I was in the audience, but it was at the. What's the little
Loplops.
No, it was the little one. The little hall.
The Primavera.
Primavera
That was
Hall
Pride
on
last
Wellington
year.
West.
Yep.
And there was a drag king. I was stunned. Michelle's watching this right now. Michelle, this drag king basically kind of like undid their top, and it looked like they were. I don't know how.
That might have been Zephyr. Zephyr likes to take his shirt
I
off.
swear to gosh, it looked like it was amazing. I don't know how they did that. But yeah, it was like it looked like a man even with their amazing
A
work.
lot of work goes into
that illusion.
illusion. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. Also, it's a great environment. I mean, everybody has such a great time, and it really honestly in the community, when you go to these things, it's like in Sudbury. When I go to the gay bar in Sudbury, Ziggs, and I perform there, and you say out to the audience, "Where are all the lesbians?" and here, "Woo," and "Where are all the gay guys?" and here, and then you say, "Where are all the straights?" and the crowd goes crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it may be a drag show, and it may be in support. And you got to also remember that HIV and AIDS is not a gay disease or an LGBTQ issue. This is everybody.
Yes.
So this is a fundraiser for the whole community, and the whole community comes out. It's by no means a queer event.
No,
you know.
not at all.
Okay, so what about you? How did you get involved in all this too? Because you've been around for as long as I can remember.
Right. I think
You moved to the Sioux from where? Winnipeg or something? No, where'd you come from?
Well, technically I moved here from Calgary, but I am from Winnipeg.
Okay.
It's my 20-year anniversary this year.
In the Sioux?
In the Sioux.
Wow.
I'm not that old. I mean, I moved here when I was 9.
I don't think that's true, but
Not even close.
is there a thing called drag years? Did you say that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you may be 29 in drag years.
Yes, please. There isn't a big enough drag family to do makeup properly on this, for the love of God.
We got you.
Some shellac, whatever, a little duct tape, I don't know.
Hey, those are my trade secrets.
Right? You know what? I think it was because... Let's go back to Mom. Mom started it all because...
Your mother is Bets McKenzie.
Yep, and because she started Amore, she was one of the first sponsors of the first Pride Fest.
She was.
She was. Amore
Wow.
was one of the first ones in there with Marnie Stone and a couple of the other organizers, right? And then from there, of course, we were involved every year. And then the year you were involved, you and I became even closer and worked together more and more. And I think it was pretty much kind of through you that I'm like, oh, well, this is fun. Let's see what this is all about.
So,
and then Amore became the first sponsors of Drag Me to Hell. I was one of the judges, have been every year. And it just snowballed wonderfully
When
from
is
there.
Drag Me to Hell? What month?
October.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's going to be this year?
Canadian again.
Downstairs at the Canadian.
Yeah.
That's a fun night too, because it's
Yes,
a pageant. You get to see all these people trying talent competitions and all that
it's
stuff.
wild. And the costume.
How long does this take? You?
I was about an hour this morning.
Yeah. See, I'm an hour and a half to
that's
get
a quick
ready.
one. Yeah.
And now you have to go. Luke has to go and turn back into their alter ego and go to work.
Yeah, day job.
Day job. But you know what? This is great. You do this for the community, and you truly do this. You don't. There's no money involved in this. This is volunteer, all to raise money for HIV/AIDS and the resource program at HARP. So, thanks for being here. I appreciate you getting up
great
this early
chatting with
and
you
looking
again.
so handsome and sparkly. Always a
look
pleasure, my
sparkly.
friend. I'll see you soon.
Yes.
And we'll see you right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim and Michelle.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you've smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room, create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and road work all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation. Because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Welcome back to ONNtv Mornings with Michelle and Tim.
Yeah, there you go.
Michelle.
Yes.
There's always something going on at the station mall.
Oh, there certainly is.
Valentine's stuff.
We have Valentine's stuff, but yes, we do that. We're doing a Facebook contest.
Wait, what kind of contest? What do I do?
So it's called What Store Do You Love?
What? I have to choose?
Yeah, you do. But you can put, I mean, most on average, people are like, it's been hitting the...
So can I fill out a ballot for every store?
It's not a ballot.
What do I do?
So you just go onto our Facebook page and you comment.
What's your Facebook page called?
The Station Mall.
The Station Mall on Facebook.
Yeah, the Station Mall.
I go to the Facebook page and then what do I do?
And then you go to the comments where you see the What Store Do You Love? And the first contest that we have, because there's 2 ways to win. The first one is... That's it right there. So what you need to do is just comment as what store you love.
Yeah.
And your name automatically goes into a draw for a gift card.
A gift card.
One of 4 $25 gift cards. And then the next one is even better. You have to post... Come down to the mall, take a picture of the store, and post it on our Facebook page.
Right.
And you get entered in to win one of 2 $100 gift cards.
Oh, I'm doing that one.
Yeah, because
wait, can I do both?
You can do both.
Can I do one where I just say a blurb about why I love my favorite store, and the next one I go do and take a picture, and I could have 2 chances to double
you get 2 chances to win. But once you win one, you're out of
win the other.
You can't win the other.
Well, no, that would just be greedy.
That's right. And then the other thing that we have going on, and it's been great, they've all come in. It's the auto show. So we have a lot of cars in the mall right now. Right now, for the whole week. They're not leaving until Tuesday morning. They start to leave Tuesday morning and Wednesday of next week.
See, this is a fun time too, because if you want to get a little bit of exercise, you can walk the mall, check out the cars. You don't have to deal with the slippery ice and the snow and the cold. You can get some exercise. Your little watch will be happy because it will say, "Oh, you've walked your limit today. Good for you," because you were in the mall walking around.
I think the whole mall, it does 1.3 kilometers, I think, when you walk all the hallways and stuff.
Gee,
you do all the little
ins and outs.
Ins and outs.
Well, because you want to go in towards the dollar store, and then you want to go and get your pizza, popcorn, and stuff over at the movies, and then you want to. Yeah, I know all the.
So the car dealerships that are in our mall this year we've got World Cars, Kia, and Hyundai.
Well, I learned how to say this properly. Are you ready?
Hyundai.
That's not correct.
How do you say it?
It rhymes with Monday.
Hyundai. Okay. And then
I know that because we did it on location, and I had to learn how to say that.
Okay.
Hyundai.
So we also have Ford, Maitland Ford, should say that's right. We've got Great Lakes Honda.
Yes.
We have Prowse Chevrolet.
Fabulous.
And we have Northside, Volkswagen, Toyota, and Mazda in the house.
They're all in the mall?
They're all in the mall. There's like 30 cars. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
And are they like the 2021 models?
They're beautiful, yeah.
Oh
They're beautiful.
Goodness. I'm excited. Do they have people, is it like a pop-up store thing where they have people there from the dealerships, or is it just you wander around?
This is
and
wandering
if it piques your interest, you go in and see the dealer?
You go to them.
Yeah.
They're not there to sell. They're not allowed to sell. They're not allowed to solicit in the mall. No vendors are.
I didn't know that.
You can't solicit.
I did not know that.
Even if you get a table at the mall and you're there to sell tickets and whatever, you can't go into a store and say, want to buy tickets. You can't solicit.
That's pretty cool. That's a good policy.
Yeah.
And that goes on till what day, Saturday?
Well, it's right until Sunday, but they're going to be in the mall. I mean, we do have Family Day weekend, so the mall is closed on Monday. So the cars come out on Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning.
Okay.
And to get them out will be easier than coming in.
I was there for the, what was it we did? I think it was the appreciation day for like armed forces, police, firefighters.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that one? You do that, eh? You host that?
Yep, we have Police Week.
Watching these vehicles be like from the armed forces coming in there, these trucks,
trailers and
boats coming in through the mall. We were there setting up because we did a display when I was at public health about safety.
That's right.
We did that display, automobile safety.
Yeah.
And we had to drive this broken down vehicle in, and it was wild to watch the procession go through the mall.
It is
You guys do
crazy.
amazing work there, night and day.
Thank you. It's a big thing. It's just trying to get, traffic into the mall and bring in people.
Well, it's fun because there's always something to do down there that's extra. It's a bonus on top of your shopping. It makes it fun. Okay, there's a condition. Do I have to break or I got 30 seconds? I got 30 seconds. I don't have time to talk about kinesthesia. I want to acknowledge Kaya Bruno. Kaya Bruno is 14 years old. Yesterday, the Edmonton Oilers played up in Yellowknife, and Kaya got up and she started off the game by singing "Oh Canada." You want to check this out? Look it up on Google, YouTube, whatever. She sang "Oh Canada" in Cree and in English.
Yeah.
It was the neatest thing to see. 14 years old, bless her soul. And
great job she did.
And it's really, really cool to hear the anthem sung in Cree. I loved it.
That's right. We've always heard it in French and we've heard it in English, but Cree, that's awesome.
Yep. Hey, okay, so next up, Megan has the news.
Cool.
Then you and I come back, and then it's time for international or National Agriculture, Canada Agriculture Day with banking on food. So we'll be back with that and more right after this. And thanks to KC Security for sponsoring the show.
Yay!
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Environment Canada has issued a snow squall watch for areas north of the Sault starting this morning. Snowfall accumulations of 5 to 10 centimeters are possible in the Wawa-Puckasquaw Park and White River-Dubreuilville areas. A brief intense snowfall is expected to develop and visibilities will be significantly reduced due to the heavy snow combined with blowing snow. The snow squall is expected to move southeastward through Marathon early Wednesday morning and may reach Wawa by Wednesday afternoon. Travel may be hazardous due to sudden changes in the weather. The Sault Greyhounds have partnered with the Canadian Mental Health Association of Sault Ste. Marie for a mental health awareness game tonight at 7:07 p.m., taking on the Saginaw Spirit at the GFL Memorial Gardens. The game day experience will have several features to promote the importance of mental health, including a CMHA-run kiosk on the concourse where fans can learn more about mental health and the organization's community-based services, a ceremonial puck drop and photo opportunity with CMHA Sault Ste. Marie, videos featuring Sault Greyhounds players talking about the importance of mental health, public service announcements about mental health in CMHA Sault Ste. Marie, and mental health signs for fans to write on and show in unison at a designated stoppage in play. This mental health awareness game is part of the Sault Greyhounds' ongoing partnership with CMHA Sault Ste. Marie and its Talk Today program. Originally launched by CMHA Ontario in partnership with the Ontario Hockey League in 2014, Talk Today provides an important opportunity to address the mental health needs of athletes across Canada. Through this program, over 1,100 OHL players and over 400 coaches, billets, and staff have received mental health and suicide prevention training across the league. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has run afoul of federal ethics rules yet again, this time missing the deadline for filing a financial disclosure statement with the Ethics Commissioner. Every MP is required to file a disclosure statement within 60 days of his or her election being published in the Canada Gazette. In Trudeau's case, the deadline was January 13th. Of the 338 MPs elected last October, only 13, including Trudeau, had failed to file their statements as of February 5th. The last time Commissioner Mario Dion's office updated a status report on members' compliance with the disclosure requirement. The Prime Minister's office says the failure to file was an administrative oversight that is being corrected. The compliance status report, available on the Ethics Commissioner's website, is to be updated again Wednesday. There is no penalty for missing the deadline for filing the statements, in which MPs are supposed to detail their own and family members' private interests, as a hedge against winding up a conflict of interest. Elementary teachers are planning to protest outside a downtown Toronto hotel today, where Ontario's education minister is set to speak. Stephen Leachy is scheduled to talk to the Canadian Club at the Royal York Hotel about preparing students for the jobs of the future. It comes as teachers across the province have been engaging in rotating strikes and stalled contract negotiations. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario says it will have members protesting outside the hotel while Leachy speaks. ETFO held a province-wide strike Tuesday, and today its teachers are on strike at about a dozen boards and authorities, including the Toronto District School Board. The union representing teachers in the French system has agreed to return to the bargaining table today, a day ahead of the planned province strike, making it the only teachers union currently in talks with the government.
You seem from your tweet today that you were upset about the Roger Stone sentencing. Did you?
I thought it was ridiculous.
Did you ask the Justice Department to change that?
I'd be able to do it if I wanted. I have the absolute right to do it.
U.S. President Donald Trump insisted Tuesday he did not speak to the Justice Department about lowering the amount of prison time it will seek for Roger Stone. His denial came just hours after Trump complained on Twitter that the recommended sentence for Stone was very horrible and unfair. A short while later, the Justice Department announced it would take the extraordinary step of reducing the prison time it will seek for Trump's longtime ally and confidant.
I thought the recommendation was ridiculous. I thought the whole prosecution was ridiculous. And I look at others that haven't been prosecuted, or I don't know where it is now. But when you see that, I thought it was an insult to our country, and it shouldn't happen. And we'll see what goes on there. But that was a horrible aberration. These are the same Mueller people that put everybody through hell. And I think it's a disgrace. No, I have not been involved with it at all.
Would you consider commuting or?
I don't want to talk about that now. I think it was a disgraceful recommendation. What do you think? They ought to be ashamed of themselves. What they've done to General Flynn, what they've done to others, and then the really guilty ones, people that have committed major crimes, are getting away with it.
We want to make sure, though, that you understand there should be no concern about novel coronavirus from these 195 individuals.
A group of 195 evacuees was cleared Tuesday to end a 2-week quarantine at a Southern California military base after flying out of China during a deadly viral outbreak, officials said. Authorities say the quarantine ends Tuesday for those held at March Air Reserve Base. None have tested positive for the novel coronavirus, which has claimed more than 1,000 lives worldwide. In the United States, there have been only 13 confirmed cases, including 7 in California, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and other health officials. Hundreds of evacuees remain under quarantine at other bases in California, Texas, and Nebraska, and only one has tested positive for the virus. That person, who initially tested negative, is now in isolation at a San Diego hospital.
Today, as we took off our masks, and we're given a clean bill of health. We all realized that we had gone through this experience together, and we made good friends. We kept ourselves busy. One of our staff did a Zumba class. We had trivia games. We had a master artist who gave art classes. The kids had a school. We tried to do as normal of a life as we could.
At Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we want everyone to build a life that they love, and we teach you how to get the results you want in your mind and your body. Introducing our new small group classes to provide you with a happy and healthier life. Our small group classes are limited to 6 people to provide more personal coaching, while having the supportive group environment. Classes are 10 weeks, and each week you will receive fitness and nutritional guidance that are tailored to your needs. Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, we inspire you to move.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
At all, have
No,
I?
you haven't.
Okay, I haven't been punching her at all. We just realized I haven't.
Not at all.
Okay, now, social media, the day and age we live in, you can learn a lot of stuff. I love looking at the internet and learning stuff, but also the dangers. You just told me a very tragic story. I mean, it's more tragic even, about the Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the 9 people who were killed in the helicopter crash. Tell what you learned. I didn't know that.
So today I was Googling as usual, and I looked and I saw on TMZ that one of their producers or big guys was defending themselves because they actually announced to the world the death of these 2 people plus the 9 others before the families were notified. Can you imagine learning about your son and your granddaughter, your husband and daughter on a news channel? I would have been
but even locally,
so
Michelle, I know
horrible.
that people have been upset when they've seen even a car crash, and you see a vehicle, you see a license plate, and you know that that belongs to somebody that you love or know, and you haven't heard, so you don't know whether, you know.
And they're posting it on Facebook like, I just saw this car, hit another T-bone them.
This is the same thing. This is what I'm talking about. We are learning things in real time these days.
Oh yeah, and
it's very difficult.
It's devastating. But in saying that, with they are doing a memorial for Kobe and Gigi because he's such a famous person and whatever. It's going to be held at the Staples Center, which seats 20,000 people. And it's going to be held on February the 24th for family, friends, NBA officials and players, season ticket holders, and local politicians. And then the remaining seats are going to be sold and go to the members of the public on a first come, first served basis.
Does it say where are there funds going anywhere, or is it like?
I don't know. Well, you have to pay for the stadium. It's expensive to rent that stadium. They have to do that, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I just think, wow, that's kind of crazy.
That's huge.
It is huge, but he's a well-known person.
Yeah. Hey, now you're on the internet all the time. Did you hear about this? It turns out now it's a hoax. That NASA had said, the space people.
Yeah. Okay, NASA or NASA?
NASA. Oh, NASA is a place in the Bahamas.
Okay.
NASA. Anyway, there was a thing going around saying NASA has said, pardon me, I have the hiccups. NASA said that with the supermoon that we've had this past weekend, the gravitational pull of the moon is so strong that it can make your broom
stand up. I heard that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My friend has pictures. Yes, I think that is my friend's picture.
Guess
what?
what?
Yes, and that was on. Yes.
Guess what?
Yes.
Keith did that in our house. He's been doing it for years.
Oh, really?
It's nothing. It's not a trick. It's not gravitational pull. Your broom will do that. It's those kinds of brooms have the flat surface. They will.
No, but her mom did one. It had an angle, and it was laying like on an angle. It was on an angle. Come on, it's a super move.
It's not the super move. It's a hoax.
Don't say that.
I've learned how to see my name. See my name. Michelle, there's a thing called synesthesia. There's a thing called synesthesia. It's a condition where one sense is simultaneously perceived as if by one or more additional senses. Okay. Okay, it's like
in plain language.
When you hear, you also see.
Oh,
When you smell, when you hear, you smell. When you see, you smell.
Okay.
One sense is linked to another. So somebody with synesthesia hears your name, Michelle, and they see colors.
Really?
It just happens. It's connected. Their ears are connected to. So here's this woman. Her name is Bernadette Sheridan. She's been trying for years to explain what her condition is and what happens when she hears words and hears sounds and hears your name. She developed a website to show you what it's like for her. So I'm going to show you now. I entered my name, and you can see that's Timothy. You enter your name. Look, I love my colors.
I love your colors. That's my favorite color in the whole wide world is blues.
I know.
Blues and blacks.
And so you can enter your name, and you can. So if someone has this condition, synesthesia, that's when I say my name. That's the color they see.
Wow.
What an amazing condition to have.
Wow. Did you do mine?
No, we didn't do Michelle. That's your business. Speaking of business, we got to get back to business with our interview coming up now. It is Canada Agriculture Day, and wait until you hear what's going on in this city. It's brilliant for food security. Coming up, I've got Elizabeth McMillan and Sarah McCleary. So we'll be right back after this.
It's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother. Listen, you bring 10 gallons of flat eggshell or white paint.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
Okay, you know what? This is one of the reasons why I love doing this show. I learn stuff about this community that excites me. This is Elizabeth McMillan. Welcome to the show. Thanks. Sarah McCleary, welcome back. Skills. You and my buddy Ron Sim started this. Ron, of course, Soup Kitchen. Amazing work. How long has Ron been with the Soup Kitchen? Does anybody know?
We're not going to age him.
No.
It's just a long time.
All right, so you guys formed Skills. Tell us what the acronym is.
So sharing knowledge, interactive learning, local sustainability.
Local sustainability. That's a huge thing. You formed this 2017, you said?
Yeah.
Tell me about what it is.
So it actually started because I really wanted to have more frequent good food boxes. Instead of just monthly, I wanted weekly ones. And then we kind of like played around with the idea of how did we get weekly good food boxes when
good
monthly.
Food boxes.
Yeah, so it's like fresh produce that the Soup Kitchen has been providing to the community for many years now.
For a long time there, they weren't allowed to accept certain stuff because of regulations. Those regulations have changed, and now there's more food coming in, thankfully. Less waste going on.
Yes.
People got wise and realized that there was a way to do this other than just throwing stuff out. So now there are processes where the food has been approved and it goes through the right channels and it arrives, but there's still always shortages, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so knowing that we couldn't like just magically produce more food immediately, we were like, let's work on a project together and we'll slowly start a process. So Skills originally started because we wanted to have greenhouses growing around town. Around the same time we started Skills, we also met the Colin from the food bank farm, and we just kind of married the ideas together because he's doing everything we want to be doing.
Okay, so this Colin guy.
Yes.
I didn't know about this. So you knew about the food bank farm. Have you been involved with it, Sarah, through St. Vincent's Place in the past? St. Vincent Place?
Not hugely, but they do provide food for us in the summer.
So his name is Colin what?
Yeah, Colin Templeton.
Colin Templeton has a farm, Mackey Road?
Yep.
He works with the MNR.
Yeah, that's his real job.
Tell me the story. this
So Colin and one of his friends decided, like, they were trying to start up a market garden because they wanted to just grow food and be profitable. Within the first year, they realized it wasn't actually profitable, and so they changed gears and they started talking about like needs. What does the community need? And then he decided to use his whole land for growing food for the Soup Kitchen. And I am a great networker, so I networked with him to get to the Soup Kitchen. I grow food in schools for free all the time, so I figured, if this guy's going to grow food for free.
You grow food in schools?
I do.
Tell me about that.
I do. So Algoma Educational Gardening has been around since 2012, and we go to classrooms. At first it was just classrooms. I would plant, 25 kids in like recycled food containers. Yeah, totally, absolutely. Plant the kids.
Grow up into teenagers.
And then that's how it's done. But yeah, so we'd bring in like recycled food containers. We'd plant like bean seeds or tomato seeds, and then they'd get to watch it grow.
I loved when we got to grow things at Sacred Heart School when I was a kid. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, my kids were bringing home like dying bean seeds in a bag, and I don't care for that, and I felt bad for the bean seeds. So I came up with an idea that really worked.
So you're growing food all over the city.
I really am.
and of course, we also know about Harvest Algoma, but this is really separate from that. This is okay, so because this food is dedicated to the food bank. Is that right?
Yeah.
The food that you grow out at Mackey Road is dedicated. And so, Sarah, how did you get involved with Skills?
Actually, I've kind of interviewed Elizabeth about her other, all of her projects and everything.
When you were writing for this week.
And so through that, we just kind of started connecting. And so when she was looking for more board members or committee members, she asked me, and of course, it's fantastic.
How could I not? She's been with the NDP. She's been a journalist. She's kind of got the download.
Well, and also in her work with St. Vincent and people who are homeless, people who are hungry, people who are downtrodden, people who are struggling to just feed themselves.
That's right.
Seriously. And this is something that I hope more and more people are realizing in Sault Ste. Marie, that this is a serious problem, and it's not just Sault Ste. Marie, it's everywhere. But seriously, we've got people who cannot afford to live and eat.
Exactly.
Okay, so what kinds of stuff are you growing out there?
So we grow all kinds of stuff. The only thing we're not growing, unfortunately, is potatoes. But everything else we grow. Potatoes take a long time.
They do, huh?
So, and you have to like really work with them.
And you were also mentioning about the soil needs to be nutriated.
We got to put life back into it.
Yeah.
So we're starting a compost out there this year. But yeah, so beets, some spinaches. They weren't kind of
growing this stuff, but you need to. They weren't very hardy.
They weren't growing as well as like carrots and other things. So we're gonna work on the soil
composting. So people now the community can help.
Yeah. So Colin is actually working with one of the very well-known people named Don McGorman, and Don McGorman is actually going to be helping compost out there at the food bank farm.
Don McGorman, that's Clean North.
Clean North. Yeah, no, we're all super connected.
Abby Obenshane is going to be on the show on Friday hosting.
Yeah.
We can talk more about this then, but now we need to get to the event because this is a fundraiser, because all of this can't happen without support, some funds. So you're doing the Banking on Food. Here we are talking about Banking on Food on Canada Agriculture Day. When is the event? Where is the event? How can we get involved? How do we get tickets? What's going on?
So the event is February 19th. It's at the Verde Ballroom.
What day of the week is February the 19th?
Wednesday.
Wednesday the 19th?
A week from today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's exactly
the poster's
a week
up
from
right
today.
now. Look at
Yeah.
that. Well, look at your little piggy. Okay.
Yeah, isn't it cute?
Yes, very cute. It's a piggy bank. Okay.
Yeah, so what happens there is we have all of our great projects come together. We all share dinner. We also have a silent art auction that supports all of the school gardens I do.
Yes.
Because I don't have funding for that. So the silent art
really
auction.
do all this just on like fundraising
and passion.
And passion. Love that, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we also we have a draw basket that's kind of like very spring-like and gets you all ready to grow. And then we also just love supporting like-minded organizations. So actually, we're going to have St. Vincent's come and chat with us at our fundraiser this year.
Excellent. Okay. My question is now: there's a dinner and everything involved in this?
Yep.
Ooh, at the Grand Gardens Verde location. What time does this all start?
Doors open at 5:30, but we get kicked off around 6.
Okay, so speeches and stuff at 6.
Oh, yeah.
Dinner.
Dinner around 6:30.
And then draws and stuff?
Yeah, draws will happen by 8:30. So
will people be set up for information? And if I wanted to go around and get information on some of these organizations that you partner with, can I get information and find out how I can get involved, how I might talk to Don McGorman and say, I've got eggshells and scraps and stuff?
Well, I do know that he bought tickets, so he will absolutely be there.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Speaking of tickets, where do we get them?
Tickets can be bought by contacting me directly or by going to Stone's Office Supply.
Marnie's carrying the tickets?
Marnie has been a huge supporter of all of our events. She absolutely loves the gardening and projects that we take on, so she's been pretty fantastic.
Stone's Office Supply, how do we reach you? Do you have a Facebook page?
I am on Facebook.
What's it called?
Well, the skills.growing. Yeah, they're on Facebook. I'm on Facebook myself.
But Skills is probably a good way to go to get
Skills is a great way to go, and if you're looking for Algoma Educational Gardens, they have their own Facebook group page.
Algoma Educational Gardens, that's when you go to the schools.
Yeah.
Now tell me about also out at the farm.
Yeah.
You said you've been doing like classes and stuff out there?
So
these guys are actually teaching you how to grow stuff? And
yeah. So if we can't make it, like if a class really wants the idea of growing and can't take it on personally at the school, we will take their whole group and we'll go out to the farm, and then we'll like go through this like scavenger hunt. They have like a maple forest, they have the greenhouses, they have like the fields, and then we get to plant for the food bank farm. Last year we had like 30 kids plant 900 seeds.
I just got goosebumps.
It is the coolest.
She took my daughter's class last year, and she loved it. It was she couldn't stop talking about it for like
So it's
days.
a field trip?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a morning field trip.
So who sets this up? The teachers?
Yeah.
Or do you actually...
The teachers contact Food Bank Farm.
If you're watching this, if you're a parent or a student or a teacher and you want to have this happen for you, contact Elizabeth McMillan at Skills.
Yeah.
Or get a hold of Sarah McCleary. She'll hook you up.
Yeah, I can.
You can
I'm easy to find.
She's everywhere.
She really is.
Hey, best of luck with Banking on Food.
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for all you guys do. Seriously, you always continue to impress and excite me. We'll be back to say goodbye with my co-host Michelle. And thanks again to KC Security. They keep us safe in this community too. We'll be right back after this.
Cool.
accidents kill somewhere around 2 people a year in Ontario. Smoking kills 16,000 a year. So, what's really stupid?
Cheek to cheek. We are hosting cheek to cheek.
Michelle, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you for having
You bring
me.
a beautiful energy to the studio when you
Oh,
come.
thank you. I'm just feeding off yours. That's what I can say.
Hey, so Station Mall, don't forget, guys, Michelle's got a couple of great contests going on. Go to their Facebook page, enter, go down to the mall, check out the auto show.
Oh, yes,
all there for the
definitely.
rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you. You too. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's to you. Oh, there, I did it. Sue Ryamaki is the return of the Ryamaki on Mornings with Luann and Tim tomorrow. And once again, Casey Security, thanks for your support. We truly appreciate it. Have a great Wellness Wednesday. See you tomorrow.
Bye.